Hello and welcome to this session of International Marketing Strategy. We are in Module 4. We have seen so far International Product and Promotion Strategy, Quality, Global Branding, Naming, Selection and Naming Process in Global Scenario. And today we will see Product Life Cycle and New Product Development. Um, this product life cycle is nothing very new. However, how you should interpret this um, introduction, growth, maturity, decline stage in international marketing is normally what happens when a product is introduced and it takes off very well. Let's take a computer. It's introduced and then the adaptation is slow and then it becomes extremely steep and then it plateaus. So at this stage, maturity stage, what player would start doing is looking at international markets. They would start looking for people to produce their product in less in countries with less capital, countries where the costs are more effective, and start penetrating the entire market. If you look at computers, so this is the way it is. So then they start producing with Chinese products and then branding and selling. So even cars. So at one stage, when did they penetrate the Indian market? Just 10 years back. Luxury cars only now. So what happened right for the past 5 decades, 50 years? So they did not come here. So why? Because the market was getting matured in the countries like US and UK and Europe, which are advanced nations. So now when they have seen declining sales over there, they start getting into the Asian countries. Okay, so and then decline. When it declines here, they start looking at another market where it will grow, and they bring in more versions. So this we have seen product life cycle. So when you are giving, the concept already. So when you are giving examples, what you need to say is how the product life cycle, when it matures in one country, they look for another evolving market. Okay, why India, China, Brazil people are now so bothered about? Because they are huge markets with huge number of people, and so they get interested in terms of money. So that is how you have to interpret it, that in maturity stage the product they start looking at newer markets to get into, right? So this is product life cycle. So here if you see peak sales, customer per thing is long, profit high, mass market, stable number of competitors. Over here you should say entry into new markets, international markets, because we are writing this concept for this paper called International Marketing Strategy. Okay, so you should add that aspect over here, right? So let us know to new product development. Again, new product. So what happens is generally, Apple believes that consumers don't know their requirements. Normally we say market research, we have to go to the consumers to ask what are their needs and wants. And Apple CEO said, no, how will they know what they want? Because technology people don't understand. Imagine 15 years ago, if you had told about touch screen and you had told about internet, how would I have understood this concept? Because you brought it to the table, I started using it. So he was of the opinion, you give the right product which is user friendly and which is supremely efficient and then effective, people will automatically adopt. Okay, so this idea generation, new product development, today if you see most of the idea generation is in artificial intelligence, products based on net. Okay, services based on net, I should say, not products, services based on net. Idea evaluation, concept development. Most of them are quasi. Concept development is taking a particular pilot project and testing it and seeing, and then correcting all your flaws and going into the bigger markets. So marketing strategy you develop, then analysis. How long will it take to break even? Any kind of analysis. Are the consumers liking it or not? Should we incorporate some changes like that? Then actually have the product in mass marketing thing, have the plant to produce. Test marketing and commercialization. Okay, if you look at today's scenario, I read many articles now as to what are they, which is the area where new products are being developed. Post COVID-19, there are a umpteen number of products in food, and all of them are based on plant-based food. People are trying to bring out, meat with, meat patties, for example, made out of ingredients from natural sources. For example, they take the color of beetroot to give the color of meat. They take the texture of soya to give the texture of the crunchiness of the meat. Like this, they are taking many natural products and they are making fake is not the right word, meat which is, they call it eco-friendly meat. Why? Because many reasons. Number one, food, there are every 2 years, 3 years, there are so many swine flu and then Ebola and then coronavirus. All of them generate from meat eating habits. So they want to slowly the world to shift from eating meat. So people who will miss meat, if you give a meat like product with same nutrition, same price, same taste, people will not mind. So that is the strategy with which new products are being evolved now. So if you check the US market, the initial public offer was oversubscribed many a times for Good Food. Good Food is a company that brings out artificial meat, right? So these are the trends. Okay, health-based many new products are evolving. App-based health checkups, and then doctorless health monitoring, like that, through artificial intelligence. So these are all the new products. You can go and read up top 10 new product ideas, and then you will see how most of the new products are evolving around health and food. Okay, right. So these are the two aspects about product life cycle and new product development. We will move on to the next subheading in your module 4. The next subheading is global advertising challenges, global media planning and analysis. So we will check into these areas, what they are and how they affect. Number one, what is this international advertising about and what are the challenges? So imagine if you have to create an advertising message, okay, a 30 seconds TV commercial, what are the challenges that you would face? Okay, it is not for the Indian audience, it's for the international audience. Number one, global advertising and communication process, which is the media. Legal constraints. What is allowed here is not allowed in countries. Like, for instance, in US, you cannot go to Facebook and want to befriend a person who is below 16. There are many rules and regulations for it because of um, child protection acts. And then you look at this cultural diversity, media limitations, product and cost limitations. So there are, apart from cultural limitation, language barriers. Okay, so there is a very famous example where an agency made a commercial for soap detergent. So in the first picture it was very dirty clothes, and in the second it was soaked in the detergent, and the third picture was it came out nice and shining. This is what we have seen, but in Arab countries they read it upside down. So it was a very shiny, nice shirt soaked in detergent became a very dirty shirt. What I'm saying is there are so many different aspects of a culture, so must be very careful in terms of international advertising messages, right? So next aspect is, what is media planning and how do you analyze media aspects? Every media plan begins with who your target audience is. Okay, if your target audience are millennials, it is very easy because most of them are connected very closely with social media. But imagine if you will have to, if your target audience are from villages or are from small towns, how will you reach them? Okay, so like that. And an excellent example that I would say, which is not an international thing, in India, I mean, they had covered the entire Indian population by a single uh, user phone, what do I say, phone based a message for corona. Yeah, so caller tunes, like that. You have to think of certain innovative ways to attract the entire target group. The more focused the target group is, it is easier to approach them. Like, for instance, all those who are job hunters, LinkedIn, all those who are millennials, social media, like that. It's easier. But the more and more they are remote, it is difficult to get in touch with them. What internal external factors influence the media consumption? In India, very clearly the media consumption is ruled by the internet penetration. Okay, in fact, there are very many villages where there are 8 hours power shutdown during summer. So even your television viewing is difficult. Forget about internet, like that. So the market analysis is to know your target, know what kind of uh, what kind of technology they have and how you will be able to access them, right? So next very important thing is, how do you develop a media plan? So first is analyzing the market, which is your, who's your target, and uh, stuff like that. What is their media consumption? Second one is establish media objectives. In social media, these are my social objectives. In newspaper, this is my objective. Like that, you have all the media that you're going to go to, and you need not be present. You can taper in one. Start with social media. After 2 months, go to television. After another 2 months, go to newspaper. Like that, you can taper. you can schedule your media presence. Media strategy development and implementation. So then you decide whether it's going to be an all India campaign or only for those who are selling gems and jewelry. See, if you are looking at international markets, most of the time we are looking at, especially, people in Pina, all of them are manufacturing components or parts for automobiles or aircrafts. So they need not go into mass media. So they need B2B media, business to business. So there are online identification platforms today which they can go to and suffice their requirements. Evaluation and follow up, how this particular media has played, how it has been helpful, and then you assess it, and then you and then you decide whether to go on with it or not. So in fact, they say that when Hero came into alliance with Honda, they did not know cultural requirements in India. That is one of the reasons. They didn't know how to talk to the audience, what language they should use, because they said get so confused with India. Every 500-600 kilometers there's another state, and each state is like a country by itself. It has a different language, it has a different culture. So they are confused. Should we use Kannada for advertising, or Hindi, or Urdu, or Gujarati, or what is it that we should, or should we have 23 different advertising with 23 different subtitles? What is it that, so they were very good. So which is why most of them go in for a JV, joint venture. And once they understand the market, then they go in on their own. So these are certain nuances of advertising in international markets, and then knowing the international market before penetrating into it. So with this, we have finished the module 4. Module 4 is global marketing mix, which started off with international product and promotional strategy, then adjusting quality for global requirements, international global branding decisions, and then brand name selection process, then exploiting product life cycle in international markets, and then new product development in global markets, advertising challenges, and media planning analysis. So with this, we have finished the module 4, and module 5 we will start very soon. So 5 and 6, you've got 2 more modules, and we will start with it very soon. The question bank for this module, I will post it, and please update yourself and keep your notes ready. Thank you very much.